180!
Michael Smith, congratulations,
Cheers.
what a day. Just sum up the emotions for us.
Happy, and I'm not disappointed, but I'm a bit annoyed with myself with that last game, but happy that I'm coming now back on Sunday in the finals day, and that's all that matters now.
You said yesterday it was emotional to get that win. What confidence do you take from that into today? Because I say it seemed free flowing, you're smiling again.
I was free flowing this afternoon, but on that stage I just, because I've not been, obviously it's disappointing not being in the Premier League, and I'm not going to touch on that, but not being on the TV as much this year, I just wanted to prove a point in that game, and I just tried too hard, and I've been around long enough, I shouldn't be doing that, and it just happened today. But I'm happy that I got through, and just I want to prove a point, but I don't. The point I want to prove is that Michael Smith can still win majors, and I'm in the last 8, and I want to prove a point of Michael Smith could have been in the Premier League even though I'm not. It's weird, but as long as I'm winning, I'm happy.
Is that a fire in your belly just to prove people wrong, and like you say, the Premier League selection to prove that you should be back in there? Is that a fire that's in there?
The fire's there definitely. I know I've had a long time out, and obviously with the shoulder and the wrist, it's happening again. Where you know, when you fall out of love a game, you're travelling, going to Germany, or you're travelling, going to somewhere else. You're like, I can't be bothered. Now I'm dying to get on that plane. I'm dying to go and play darts, and the last 4 Pro Tours have not been. It's not been good for me. I've lost every single game that I've played, but it's been there, and I know it's coming back, and just trying to get that one win, and I managed to get that against Kevin on Friday, and then I got against Madass today, and then obviously against Dimmy then. So it's starting to come back now, and I know that the game is not where it should be, where it can be, but it's building blocks, and the building blocks now and setting foundations and coming back to myself.
You touched on obviously being back on the main stage and proving a point. When you play in all these wonderful arenas throughout the world, does it hurt when you don't get picked for the main stage here and you have to go and play on the outer boards and so on?
Mate, it's been mint because everyone's just forgot about me. It's like going over there, and it's just getting on with the game and just doing what I love to do and just play darts. And obviously everyone's got fans here, and I've had all the fans follow me to stage 3 both times, and then I've had the fans follow me over here now, and mate, it's been good. I'm not going to sit here and say I should be on main stage every day, I should be doing this. There's a reason I've not been picked. There's a reason I've not been playing stage 1, because I've not been good enough. And it's up to Michael Smith now to make sure that I'm good enough, make sure I'm getting picked for these, and make sure I'm doing everything right. And at the minute I'm in the last 8. It's not been pretty the last game, but I'm doing something right. No, you're welcome, mate. Cheers.
Michael, you mentioned that start to the season there. How difficult is it to remain upbeat and positive when you haven't been picking up wins?
It's just, I haven't thrown darts proper for, since the 19th of December. I've maybe done 2 weeks of practice in that time, and it's about being positive, going, you haven't done it. Yes, I'm not going to win. I could have a year off. If I come back and got beat 6-5, you're not going to win because you've had the year off. Get beat 6-0. The positives now is I've been practicing, I've been doing things right, I'm doing everything right at the minute. Even though I'm not winning, I know in my head everything is going in the right direction. And I think after having 15, 16 weeks out, my lowest average has been 92 and 93 without throwing a dart. So that's decent. And apart from tonight, I think, what did I have tonight? 89, 90. So that's been one of the lowest averages I've had since the World Champs. So I know things are going in the right direction, and practicing right, I'm doing everything right, and it can only get better now.
I think last time you missed out on the Premier League, you went on to make the World Championship final. I know that you'd rather be there, but could this almost be a bit of a blessing that you can just focus on the ranking tournament, getting your game right, maybe away from the TV camera, and have a big end to the year where all the events?
Not now, because I'm bored. I'm sat at home now. Casper's getting older, and Junior don't speak to me anymore. He's 10, 11. He's either on the dartboard playing rugby. Casper just marvels the life out of me. So I'm just sat at home. I just want to be away again. But no, it is hard sitting at home, and she's like, should we put darts on? But now rugby league started again, so I get to watch that, and it is hard because I should be playing on TV. I shouldn't be sat at home, and it's to kick up I'm not going to say the word, but it's what I need, and I'll be back next year. Don't worry about that. I did it in 2022. 21, 2, or whatever it is. Yeah, 2022, because I lost to Peter in 22, then won 23. So it was 2022, I made the final, and I got back in, and this year hopefully the same, and just not lose in the finals now. I just got to keep kicking on, keep doing what Mike Smith does best, is practicing, winning matches, and putting some good shows on for the crowd.
Brilliant, well done tonight, Michael.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
Ray. Thank you very much.
Two for me, if I may. I just want to touch on the fact that, obviously, you mentioned it not being picked onto the TV stages, but has that actually helped you in this tournament, being able to grow into this tournament without everybody constantly focusing on you on the main stage or on stage 2? The fact that you've been tucked away on the outside boards, has that sort of helped you a little bit grow into the tournament, especially with that performance against Marlow today? Because that was a sensation.
I don't think so, because for me, I've just said it in the previous question, I want to be on the main stage. Is when you're being picked and you've got decent games, like Kevin Dawes beat me in the Worlds.
Yeah.
That was a really good game. I didn't think I'd be maybe stage 2. I knew I wouldn't be on stage 1, and then like Matt Arzu played well in his game as well for maybe stage 2 again. It's one of them, you're being not overlooked, but you know, like in my head I'm thinking, maybe I'm not quite good enough at the minute. Like my name doesn't mean something like it did in 2023, and that's what. It's nothing to do with the PDC. That in my head is thinking that way, and it's helping me thinking. No, give the selectors, give ITV or whatever the headache of going, oh, should we put Michael on this or should we do? That's what I want now, and I think 2022 I was doing the same thing, and that's what I want now. It's the how do you say that word? It's the motivation that I need. That's what I need to do now.
And finally, you mentioned 2022. That was the last time you were here on a Sunday at the UK Open. Obviously, going back to that game, what can you take away differently from that game, that final against Danny Knott? But now, obviously, you've got over the line.
I'm world champion now.
Exactly. So you mentioned that there. What can you take into that tomorrow? Because you've obviously been to that place. You've got to that final. What can you take from that heading into the final day tomorrow? Because obviously it's a tough day.
For me, that final in 22, don't go 3-0 up and don't think it's easy. If you watch that game, I was cruising that game 3-0 for. Like, win this game, I was saying to my dad, I've won my first major, 3-0 up and just turned absolute garbage. And like now I've won the Grand Slam, won the Worlds, won the World Cup with Luke, and finally got the major with him, so I know how to win him. And I'm pulling it there, so if I make the final on Sunday, happy days, but I've made the finals day now. And you didn't think I'd make it today, everyone didn't think I'd make this here now, so for me to be here now is a positive. I just got to make that positive now, and to hopefully get a new trophy. And the wife said, do not come back without that trophy, because it's a good looking trophy and I've got a spot left in my games room that needs gone, so I'll be trying my best for it.
It's great to see you smiling again, Michael.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers. Thank you.